that you guys are seeing this. It's truly not about me hitting diamond. It's about casting that vision to you guys, that you guys are sitting there looking at your points on the 28th thinking, oh my God, I could never get to senior gold or ruby. But you guys, if you just push through, you're going to be the speed of your team, you guys. And I just want you guys to know how appreciative I am of you just truly rallying with me, being with me through this. Like, I'm going to claim this is our last night as a Sapphire team as a call. We are freaking doing this. We are going to be freaking diamond, and all of you guys are going to hit all your goals. And you know what? Here's the thing. I always say this. It's taken me almost a year and a half to go diamond from the last time that we were this close. Okay. I could have gotten discouraged. I could have given up. I could have said, oh, my team, I need a new team. That's not true, you guys. Most of you guys are still with me from that time that we were at like 4250 last year in January. But you know what? I had to grow a ton, learn how to leader up my own areas. And I thank God for that, because I feel like you really do receive these gifts at the time that you deserve them and you know how to handle them, right? I just feel like I've grown up with you guys this past year. And so don't give up on what you're pushing for just because it might not look the way you want it to that month. Truly, if you continue to push forward, I've had to show up more than I've ever had this last year. Be consistent, like through the hard things and building a house and everything and yada, yada, yada. It can be done. It can be done, but you have to learn to lean on your team. I didn't get here alone at all. I will never claim that. It's every single person on this team call and not on this team call. Like, you guys, I'm not a amazing person that just has all the secrets. You guys know. I saw most of you guys last week. I'm a hot mess mom that has spit up all over me, nursing a baby in the middle of convention, trying to make it work. And so I just want to tell you guys, don't give up. We have a whole entire day and a half to get what you need to get done and get as close as you can. You can't be discouraged if you don't make your goal, but you can be super proud. My mom told me yesterday, I was like, what do I do? Like, what do we do? And she's like, you're going to be mad if you don't push. You're going to be mad. Right. And I'm like, that's so true. She's like, what do you tell your team all the time? I'm like, just go for it. And she's like, let's go for it. Let's do it. And so that's what I want to tell you guys. Like, I would be mad at myself if I didn't push. Right. And I can't get mad at myself for working hard, because told Brianna today, this is what we should be doing anyways, at every single end of the month is pushing like we're pushing for diamond, right? That's exactly what we should be doing, and doing the good work, getting in and in the swamp with our team and figuring out what we can do to raise our points, right? That's what it's all about. And so anyways, I'm like shaking. I'm like, oh, I haven't been this nervous in forever, you guys. I'm just being so transparent. I'm like, I don't have it all together, but we're going to figure it out these next like 36 hours. Oh, okay. All right, Brandon, talk about the reset so I can collect myself for a second.
All right, guys. So this is huge. And this is what your business should look like every single month, not when your team is just pushing for diamond or pushing for ruby or whatever. Like, this is, like Andrew said, this is what it should always look like. This is when your belief is built. This is when new business builders are built, because they are seeing this, they catch that vision. So my kids are outside playing, and Ella Grace, she is not outside with the kids, so she's like losing her mind. Grace. So listen, this reset is everything. It's not just a product. It's not just an add-on. It's a whole system that can be used once a month, a whole system that people can use to reset their metabolism, to reset their weight loss, to reset themselves, right? And so this is huge. And this is something that you need to always be using. This is not just a June month push because it's a brand new product or a brand new system. This is something that you're going to always have in your tool belt. And I want you to always be pushing it. This is something now that you are talking about all the time. Okay. So this is a system. It's a 3-day nutritionally supported fast, right? That is a metabolic reset. So it's 3 days. Everything they need comes in that box. They're slim, they're active, they're soups, they're whatever. It's all in the box. It's ready for them. On the box is a checklist. Okay. So I'm doing mine July 5th. That's when I decided to do mine. That way, when I come back from the holiday weekend, I can reset. And so what I did is I made a chat thread with anybody who is getting the reset on my team. They're in the chat thread. I know Michelle made a Facebook group, and we're doing the Facebook group as well. But I wanted a chat thread so I can give tips and I can be in direct communication with these people doing the reset with me. That way you can talk with them. You can share tips, all those things. Okay. The next thing that you need to be doing, and I shout out Leah for doing this. Not only is she doing lives every day talking about it, but in her stories, she's in her stories every day. Here's my hydrate. Drink product 1 of 8. I'm drinking my hydrate this morning. This is what hydrate does, right? Then we're going to our lean shakes. This is my second drink of the day. This is the second product. This is lean. This is what lean does, right? Then you go to product 3, product 4, product 5. Okay. And you're giving your information on every single product in your stories as it goes, right? That's what you're doing. So this is so shareable. Like, it gives you so much like oomph, right? To share. You're not like, oh, this is just my like active or whatever. It gives me energy, right? No, this is a whole system that you're getting to share 8 products for 3 days, and you're getting to share your results, right? So I was listening to a call earlier. I think it was Christina Williams team call about this. And she said that they were talking to the doctors behind stage last week at convention. And he said, if you have someone who wants to lose 20, 30, 40 pounds, every single month, they start out with triplex and reset. The beginning of the month, triplex and reset, triplex and reset, triplex and reset. And their weight loss will just compound, because it's not a weight loss that they're losing 3 pounds. They start eating again, the 3 pounds come back. That's not how this is going to work. Like, the weight is staying off. So when people are using triplex and reset, their weight loss is actually staying off. And we know with triplex, they're getting the gut health benefits. What's the side effect of a healthy gut? Less sugar cravings, better sleep, better moods, weight loss, right? So that was their tip. Now, you guys know that as a team, we do not push triplex, especially without ease. Okay. Because ease will lessen detox symptoms. Okay. So I'm huge on, if you're doing triplex, please be pushing ease with it. Okay. Please. They will be so much happier. So if you guys have questions on the reset, let us know. We're happy to help. It's new to all of us. The best thing that I can tell you is dig into the help center. Go to the help center on your Plexus website and type in reset. Read over the nutritional labels, read over the product information. Go to YouTube. Plexus has like 4 or 5 reset videos. All of your famous diamonds that we watch have all made reset videos already, right? Go dig into that. Go learn. There is resources, 9,000 available to you at your fingertips. Go make yourself useful, right? Don't just be like a sitting duck. Go find the resources, dig in and learn. So that's what I would do with the reset. Then she was talking about, I've already talked about your stories, but posting consistently about the reset, making sure that it's in your feed frequently and that you are sharing results, right? You want good before and after pictures, the same outfit, the same lighting, those types of things, because you want them to be legit. You don't want somebody to say, oh, she's like sucking in, or she's pushing her belly out, or like, whatever it is. Just make sure that you are taking good before and after pictures. You're reminding people to take before and after pictures, have them like weigh themselves, those types of things. That way you can have results. Ask them how they're feeling, because the best thing about this is you're getting instant results that you can share. Look at my friend. She's got mental clarity. She lost 4 pounds. Like, This is stuff that you can share instantly at the end of the day. So it's giving you testimonies that you can put out there tonight, right? If you're really digging in with these people, you have instant results that you can share. Okay, so that's the reset. You can host a reset whenever you want, right? There's, like I said, there's resets we can do them all the time. So it's going to be great because we can have like different leaders like host different ones. And like, if I want to do one on the 5th and then Andrea comes home from her vacation and maybe she's going to run one and then, whatever. So these are something that we can just have all the time. The next thing that I really wanted to do was talk about convention and our takeaways from convention, because I absolutely adored this convention. It was probably because I actually had a team there with me. I remember going to leaders retreat. I remember going to convention, and it was always Andrea and I, and we were like, okay, this is fun. But she's taking pictures with 50 people over there, and I want to do that. And so I vowed, I was like, I'm not coming back, not without a team. And I remember watching Andrea walk across stage in Vegas as an emerald, and she got her jewel. And I was like, she's not coming back without me walking across the stage with her. And what did I do? We got to walk across the stage together as Sapphires last week. Okay. That is huge. And so I want you to put that belief into action for yourself. Your leader is not going to walk across that stage without you next year. That's what you can start telling yourself. And you can do it too. It's possible for you. It's just your thoughts and your belief. You have to believe in yourself that you can do this. And so convention takeaways, I will share one of mine, and then I will open it up to the floor if somebody would be so kindly to share something that they took away. I know we did it Monday on the accountability call, but not everybody was on that. And so I feel like it would be very beneficial to go over that again. But one of the things that they kept sharing that was clicking with me is 85% of our customers quit within the second month because they didn't see results. And so that's huge to me, because it's okay, so I'm doing all this work. These people are signing up, they're not seeing results, and they're quitting. And so my work starts all over again, right? So I kept thinking, they kept talking about expectations, and then they started talking about compliance. And so compliance is important because you cannot claim to cure, prevent, or, do anything with diseases. You can't say Triplex healed my inflammation and my IBS, okay, because they will come after us for that. If you get a compliance email, just go delete it. Don't think you got in trouble, or it's not a big deal. It's not a slap on the wrist. I used to get them all the time. It's just, they pull up keywords, and that's all they're doing. Okay. If you say the words inflammation in your post, I guarantee eventually compliance is going to email you. Those are big red flags. You can't say PCOS. You can't say hypothyroidism. You can't say inflammation. You can't say irritable bowel syndrome. You can't say these things. And I know it sucks so bad, because we're but it does do that, right? But it does that months and years after these people have used these products, right? I guarantee that some of those really big claims, those weren't in her first 60 days, right? What they are showing you is what's possible down the road. Okay. So keep those to your private messages and share them that way. When we're posting that this helps somebody with their PCOS, and then they use the products for a month or two and they don't get relief from their PCOS, they're this didn't work. That didn't help me. This isn't for me. Right. So it's expectations. That's what kept coming to me during convention when they were talking about compliance and our customers quitting with not seeing results. It's expectations. If we're setting a clear expectation that, first of all, you need to be on these 90 days consistently. Okay. And then 2, it's going to take time. These are natural supplements, right? With natural ingredients. And it takes time for your body to heal, adjust, and repair, right? If you look it up, I think one of these doctors or nurses can probably correct me here, but I believe it's 60 to 90 days for a cell to regenerate and heal itself. Okay. So why are we telling them this is quick? We're going to get results next week. You're going to feel so much better. You're going to be sleeping. You're going to be pooping better. Like we can't do that, right? We're going to say, yes, you may see some instant results with MetaBurn, energy with active, like those types of things. But you can't tell somebody with IBS that they're going to start pooping better within just a few days of being on the supplements, right? So I think if we just get really clear and really bold with our people and like, listen, I need you on board for 90 days. If you can't commit to this financially for 90 days, you are wasting your money. Starting and stopping these supplements do nothing for you. They do nothing, right? So you have to be consistent. So when you sign someone up, it should be the expectation that you're on these supplements for 90 days. We're in this for the long haul. Okay. And when you can do that, I'm telling you, your business will turn around because one, you're being bold, you're the professional, and people like being told what to do. Okay. So tell them what to do. And what you're telling them is you're going to take your supplements every single day. You're going to be consistent. You're going to communicate with me so I know what's going on. And you're going to take these for 3 months. Okay. Then we may need to do some switcheroos. Things are trial and error. I tell people that, like, we're not going to live on the triplex the whole time. Like, we may need to switch some things around, right? We're not going to stay on Slim, Lean, and MetaBurn the whole time if you sign somebody up on that, right? We're going to have to switch some things around. It's trial and error. So be open with your people, because I feel like if you don't tell them that it's not trial and error, and then it's 90 days in and you try and switch some products, they're like, no, this is fine. It doesn't work for me. I don't need any other products, right? But if you're like, okay, if Vital Biome's not working for you, maybe they need triplex, right? So just making those adjustments, but the expectation part, I think, will really help our retention, because guys, the point of this is to build a sustainable business, not to fill up the bathtub and hit diamond this month to watch it all drain away next month because these people weren't consistent, right? That is something that we have to do as a team, because once we all get on board for being bold and telling people they have to be consistent and they have to afford it for 90 days, I think everything will change. Okay. All rowing in the same direction, right? No holes in our boats. So, I would love for somebody to share their takeaway, what they thought about experience, like their experience, because I know so many of you, this was your first convention. Our Jules, this was their first convention. Like, we had diamonds walk across the stage as their first convention because we've not had one in 3 years now. So amazing to all be together, right? All right. So, all right. I see Patty raising her hand. Go for it, Patty.
Okay, y'all. Yes, my first convention. I've been taking the products for 19 months, going on 20. And most of you probably don't even know, but it's been a whirlwind of emotions, of illness, of lack of belief. There's just too many things. But this convention, I cried daily, but they were tears of hope and optimism and belief. And obviously, I haven't been on the products for 19, 20 months because I don't believe in the products. Clearly, I'm here because I believe in the products. A lot of the things I believe in myself. And I have to say that not only meeting each and every one of you guys just solidified why I'm here, and I'm here for all the right reasons. These products, you guys, I mean, truly, I'm full body chills right now. It's not just the products, though. It's everything about this community, this company, how they treated us, that solidifies I am exactly where I need to be, and we are all exactly where we need to be. The products don't do it all. We have to put in the hard work. We have to put in the mindfulness. We need to take the products consistently, because, I always say, when going off of what Brianna just said, it's very easy to say that I went into remission after 7, 8 months. It's easy to say that. But what's hard to say is I went out of remission and I'm still here. Because I'm still here because I'm a fighter. I'm still here because I believe the products are a part of what got me into remission. And I know that it will happen again. And yeah, I'm going to get a lot of those emails. But I'm still going to say it's not only Plexus. Plexus is not the one thing that got me into remission, you guys. It's the whole thing. And everybody needs to understand that. My story is different than your story, and your story. So what happened for me might not be the same for you. And guess what? I'm going on several months of a lot of health problems. I'm still not stopping, but I'm still taking my supplements because I know they're going to be a major part of getting me where I'm going, which is back in remission. And I just have to say that, you guys, this convention ignited. I've been quiet a few days because I've been on the phone and texting like nonstop. Like, the fire in me is lit. And it's not gonna just stop after 3 days of camp. It's gonna continue because I just think this reset is exactly what we all need to push our business further. It's beneficial for everyone. And anyway, no camp high. Exactly, Andrea. I'm not going to allow that to happen, because if that's the case, I would have stopped as soon as I went out of remission 9, 10 months in. So I'm just here to say I loved meeting each and every one of you. And it was truly a remarkable, life-changing experience. So, all right, on the next person.
Thank you, Patty. Go for it, Joyce.
Well, I just want to say this was my second convention, but I guess how they say the things you focus on are the things you actually see. So of course I met a lot more diamonds, a lot more jewels this time. I just went up and did bold and say hi, and got tons of pictures with them. And I think it was Patty that said, you just go up and meet everybody. I said, yes. But when I came out of there, when they announced it was going to be in Nashville, I looked at Amanda Painter, said, we're going to go get our cowboy boots and our green dress because we're walking across that stage as Emerald that day. And I brought home my, where it says Plexus Emerald Ambassador. It's on my chair. I walk in and I see it every day. So I just have more of a belief now, and I've been, and my points this month are the highest they've been in 6 or 7 months. So, and they just keep on, they just keep on going up. As today, we're just kicking in and getting some work done. And I just had surgery yesterday. I have to take little breaks because I fall asleep because of the pain pills, but I'm getting a lot done. So I just feel more bold, more confident, and just built more relationships and stuff, and got to meet so many of you all that, and we all just clicked. And I think that has a lot to do with it too. So
I love that.
Thank you.
It's so great, because when you can meet each other face to face and hug each other and actually have a conversation, you build those bonds with each other, and then you find who you can really connect with and who you can dig in with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you find those people and it makes it like so much better, even better, you know? All right. Next, anybody? Hey, Felindy, can I put you on the spot? Can you share with the team what you shared with me in the group the other night?
Sure. I forget what it was. The learning part. Yeah. I don't remember. I feel like it was like Genevieve, maybe. You know, you can either be 3 things. You can be growing, you can be learning, or you can be quitting. And learning is not losing. And so I had months where I was like, oh yeah, people just reached out to me and said they wanted to get started. And then I've had months where it's like nothing. I mean, silence everywhere. Every person I message, it's just, and I felt kind of like, oh man, like I'm losing it. Like I'm not posting the right post or sharing the right things. And so that was like eye-opening that part of this journey is learning. And I don't need to view it as losing, like I'm growing and I'm learning just in a different way. So that was probably my biggest takeaway.
I love
Thanks, Joyce. Yeah, it's gone. Hair's gone. Love
And
it.
great to comment. I love the
I'm a new
new
person. Thanks.
I loved that takeaway. And then she said something about like being an introvert, but doing it her way. Like this doesn't have to be done. You go ahead, Felindy.
Yeah, so like I feel like I've always like the comparison too. I do that and I'm like my posts aren't good enough. I've told Brianna this, like my story, sometimes I'm like, it's not as good enough to share. And I even said that at that little hotel meeting thing we did with Michelle and Sonia, and they're like, no, like every story is good. And so that just kind of reaffirms like even, the smallest journey can be someone's blessing. And so that was another takeaway, I think, from the singer that like made everybody cry. But yeah, so like I've got to do it my way, so no more copy and paste kind of thing. It's just who I am and making it mine.
I love that. I think that's like the best takeaway ever, is for everybody to learn that this is yours, right? Make it yours. Do it your way. Like, yes, there's like systems that we have to follow, but this is yours. You don't have to do everything and post like I do, right? Post like you. Like I'm just that writer, blogger, like at heart. I've always been that way. So like the storytelling to me comes easy because I can take a one-liner and just run with it. Like I'm the person that could BS the whole paper, like in school, because I can just do that. But not everybody does that come natural for, right? So you post like you post and how you talk, because that's what your audience wants to hear. They're friends with you for a reason, right? So they want to hear how you are doing things, right? So they want to hear from you. Does anybody else have anything to add from convention? I feel like there were so many people there. So quiet.
I'll share.
Oh, girl.
So one of my biggest things was like diamonds are normal people too. Like, I mean, just getting to like meet Sonia, which was like a dream come true, and like Emily, and you're sitting there and we put them up on a pedestal like there's some special superhuman, and then like you're sitting there, learning, and Brooke Hemingway and her husband's just sitting there taking notes like you are. Like, I think we get in our mind like we can't do this because they have all these qualities, but that's not the case. Like we have all those qualities. The difference is they just persevered and didn't get butt hurt from the nose and kept going the next month and kept going and kept going. And I loved the analogy. It's not a straight line. They show their graphs of points. And one of the diamonds was like, I have more months down in points than up. And you're like, okay, yeah, like this is normal. Like one of these days I'm going to find that business builder and I'm going to skyrocket in points. So I think that was like one of my big takeaways. Just keep going. There's nothing superhuman. Like everyone can do this if you just keep going.
I love that too. That was so good. Because we got to see Christy Jack's points in our jewel training, and hers literally was like, and it went down and then it like shot straight up. Okay. Like over like 9,000 points. Okay. So just imagine that, like, just take a deep breath and like see 9,000 in your back office. What's that feel like? Did everybody just get chills? Because I got chills. Okay. That's what I want you to be doing. I want you to be visualizing, like visualize what it would look like with 1,000 points in your back office or 1,500 or whatever your goal is. Visualize it, right? And then work backwards. What did it take for me to get there? What actions did I do? What person did I dig in with? Right? What events did I create? What posts did we make? What messages did we send? Right? Just think curiously and just do it. If it fails, so what? Right? So what? I think when we can like totally let go of the whole failure thing, like if Andrea doesn't hit diamond this month, like, are we going to think she's a huge failure? Like, no, right? We're going to be like, hey, okay, we're doing it next month, right? Like, that's just how this is. Like, there's no, like, I'm failing. You're not failing, right? You just didn't hit the mark. And there was a reason why you didn't hit the mark. Maybe there's a lesson that you needed to learn. You need to grow as a person. Maybe you need to invest more in yourself, invest more in your business. There's all lessons, and it's just in that timing, right? Okay. Anybody else? Convention takeaway? What'd you learn? Something for your business?
One thing I learned too was not just that, you know, it's not a straight line, because Christina Williams was like this, hers was wiggly, but that in order for it to be a business, you have to treat it as a business. It's not saying it's a side gig, because it's not a side gig. So when I started thinking about that, it's, you treat it like a business, in which we've always said that, but it finally, after so many years, it finally clicked, you know what I mean? So that was a big thing for me too.
Addie, did you want to share?
Sorry, you were all frozen, and I'm like trying to figure out like what is going on here. Of course, I've shared this before, but this was my first convention, and it was unlike anything that I could even imagine. And walking up and getting pictures with these diamonds, and then I don't know if anybody else watches Sister Wives or not, but Janelle on Sister Wives, I saw her like walking across the stage and walking over there, and I'm like, I've got to find her. And one day we were in the jewel room, and here walks Janelle right beside me, and I was like, oh, like I was very starstruck, but she was very, very nice and hugged me and let me take pictures with her and all that fun stuff. But my biggest takeaway was Brock. Everything that he taught us about Instagram, because I am a huge noob, as my 7-year-old would call me, a noob at Instagram. And I want to get better. And I took so many pages of notes. And now that I'm starting to feel better after the big COVID, I'm going to start going through and revamping my Instagram the way he told us to. Say, you know, he said slow and steady wins the race. Reels are 22% better. He said in your stories, let your freak flag fly. I will not forget that. But he said try to post at least once a day. There's just so many different things that I learned. So I'm excited to implement all of those.
I love that. And we can do like an Instagram training. Like we've talked about it before, and we really need to like sit down and do it, because I've heard now Brock talk, and then I've heard Shalene talk twice on Instagrams, and I have a ton of notes and how to set up your bio with like your name and all these things. So if you've not done a reel, guys, it's so simple. Like you can literally take pictures from your phone and put them with a cute audio and send it out as a reel. Like it's so simple. Like you can take pictures of your ingredients and then the final like product of your meal and post it as a reel. Like you can post snippets of your workout. You can post snippets of your day with your kids as a reel. Like whatever it is that you're like super duper good at, what you feel like you talk about all the time, that's what you post on Instagram. That's how you get people to follow you. Like I posted a really ridiculous reel of me doing like a ridiculous ab workout the other night at like 11 o'clock, and I got 9 followers. Okay. I had like fat pudging, like it was like not pretty, but I just did it anyways, because it's right. We're not going after perfection, right? Because my pretty sculpted body does not relate to the mom, right? Who's 6 months postpartum, who has 4 kids running around, right? She relates to the mom who's got the little bit fupa, right? And a little extra roll when she's laying there doing her ab workouts. I'm relatable, right? So find something like that for yourself. And that's what I want you to focus on, like with your reels, but it's super simple, really is.
One more thing real quick, just about the 1 second video that Brock talked about. He said to create a text post using Canva or Instagram stories, Twitter, screen record it for 1 second and post it as a video, not a reel. And even if somebody clicks on it, it's going to keep looping. And so me viewing your picture for the couple of seconds that, it takes to view the picture, I'm actually viewing it multiple times, but I don't know that, and so that's how you get your views up on Instagram. So that's just one little hack that he told us about.
I've been meaning to try that too. I keep forgetting. I want to try that.
Well, any video clip now it shares as a reel. So I think Instagram figured that out and they won't let you like post it as just a regular post anymore. If it's a video, it automatically shares as a reel. So I don't know that hack will be beneficial anymore.
I'll have to try it.
And that's the thing with Instagram, like it's constantly changing, but it does automatically put it as a reel now.
I'll have to look because the other day I posted, I accidentally hit the wrong thing. I was going to post a reel, but I hit post, but it was like my workout and it was still going in as a post. So we'll have to look at that and see. I'll try that. I'll try that tonight and see. Does anybody else have a takeaway? Anything that they learned or their business? No?
I'll share something that stuck out to me, and it was just like so simple, and it's something that we hear all the time, but it's that your 80% is good enough, because there's never going to be a time that we are 100% in all areas of our lives. But it's not like you wake up one day and you're like, oh, I'm not 100% the best mom I could ever be, so I'm just going to go in my room and shut the door and not be a mom for the rest of the day. And same thing, like if you have a 9-to-5 job, you can't just be like, oh, I'm not 100% today, so I'm just going to go home. Like you don't get to do that with your, your home life, your outside of the housework life. Like you can't do that with this business either. Like if you don't have 100% to give, like that's completely fine. Give it your 80% that you have that day. Check off the bare minimums, even if it's 50% for a day or two. And then you come back and you give 90% for a day or two. Like give what you are able to give and make it be good enough.
I love that. And I love that because I think too, like, it's like the whole perfection thing. Like people are like, I'm a perfectionist, but our book, Atomic Habits, I think it was Atomic Habits, or it may have been my other book I was reading. He says that perfectionism really isn't a thing, because to have anything perfected, you have to do it first, right? So like to perfect the reel or the post, like you have to make the post first, right? Then you can perfect it. That's perfectionism. And so I think that is just like a good takeaway, period, because like she said, it's not like I wake up and I'm like, okay, I can't do everything I needed to do today, so I'm not going to do any of it. And that may be your thought process, right? Like I used to think that if I couldn't go to the gym and do a whole 30 or 45 hour workout, then it was pointless. Now I know even if I get 15 minutes, I've done something positive, one, for my mindset, like in my sanity, but I've moved my body anyways, right? So I think that whole mindset between like, oh, I can't sit down and work for an hour, but maybe you can just sit down and work for 15 minutes. And if you're intentional and you've made your list and you've gotten things prepared like you should be doing, when you sit down, that 15 minutes should be productive, right? So I think that's good too. I I had so many takeaways from convention, and I did take so many notes too. And I like just coaching and digging in with your team, because they're not showing up unless you're showing up. I can tell you that right now. And when your team sees you dip out as a leader, they're going to think it's okay for them to dip out as a leader. And if you're always making excuses, they're going to make excuses. If you're posting negativity things in the chat, they're going to post negativity things in the chat. And if you're dwelling on all those things in life, like, you're just going to be like, your business is not going to grow, because your business and life is not separated. And business and life has to be separated. And I've told you all this 1,000 times. When I figured that out, that's when my business took off, because I didn't let life dictate when I sat down and did my business, or I didn't let life, like, just because I had a bad day with kids, I decided not to do my plexus work. Right. And then it got to the point where, like, I would text Andrew and be like, oh my God, like, work was so bad today. The kids did this, and then I got home and this happened. And then, like, Darren said this to me or whatever. Right. And she's like, okay, Brianna, like, what's this have to do with anything? Right. Like, she's like, I love you. I will help you through this, but what's this have to do with anything? Right. I came to you to ask you, like, this person on Perks, like, what's that have to do with anything? Right. So when you can separate your whole, like, demeanor and your mindset, like, that I'm going to be successful, I believe in myself, I'm capable of this, it doesn't matter what all of these outside forces say or do. Right. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I have a rule now that we don't eat out on Wednesday nights. We don't, like, do anything. Or if they do, they go alone, because mom needs to be here and she needs to be ready for team calls. Right. They also know it's end of the month. So, like, Kennedy today was like, oh, it's end of the month. That means we're not doing anything today. she already knew, like, we're not going to do anything extra today. Yeah, you can go outside and play and do the things, but mom's busy. Mom's going to be on the computer. Mom's going to be on her phone. I'm here for the team. Like, it is what it is, right? It's like 3 days. They're totally fine. Right. So I think when you can, like, really dictate, like, time and being intentional and having your mindset in the right place, like, and you're not always going to be in the right mindset, like, but when you can, like, understand that you're not in the right place, and then figure out why you're not in the right place and figure that out, excuse me, my cherry diet Dr. Pepper or whatever this is that Darren brought in was my dinner, because I didn't have time to get up. So, but anyway, so I love you guys. I'm so excited. Andrea, do we have an update? Have the points updated?
No, they have not. We are 4209, 4250 is what I'm shooting for. I feel like once these points update, we're going to be really close. So I'll keep you guys updated, but honestly, you guys, thank you so much. I'm, like, for once, pretty speechless, and I am just so excited. I'm so excited tomorrow, just, like, to wake up and just, one, that's going to be so special being here with my family, my sister and our 8 crazy kids. But, like, 2, it's just going to be so special just to, like, see you guys just grow your businesses with this momentum. Like, truly, it is. I hope you guys know that it is 100% you, right? Like, it's 100% you. What you do in your business, and when you decide, like you might wake up tomorrow and you're like, man, I'm still 50 points away from my goal. Are you just going to cash in? Like, these are thoughts that I've had. I'm like, are you just going to cash in and just be like, it's fine, I'll just figure it out next month? Or are you going to be like, I'm going to see what I can create today. Like, I'm going to see what I can do with what I have right now. And I'm just, like, so impressed with all of you guys. Allie is, like, busting it. Allie, what is your Emerald re-rank update? I mean, just, like, all of this stuff is just, like, so crazy. I don't know. It's like, it's just, like, all falling into place. And I know I sound so cheesy right now, but it's just, when it feels right, it feels right. And like I said, yesterday I woke up and I was just, like, a little punch to the gut, because I was like, dang, like, I'm a little lower than I would have hoped to have been. But I'm just like, you know what? You just like Emily Gibson says, like, if you believe it can happen, it really, I know it sounds like crazy, but it really can. Like because you're creating these things and you're creating this momentum and you're creating this belief in other people and you're getting people excited and you're getting others excited and you're building that belief in others. And it's just like, you guys are, every time I open the Diamond Chat, I'm just like, you guys are building my computer. You guys are building my belief. And like, just seeing you guys go after your goals, like makes me so freaking happy. It's like I said, it's not about the points, but it's about the belief that you have in yourself. Something that I feel like have been truly training on this whole year is a belief in yourself as a leader. And like those of you that went to convention, those of you that watched convention, I mean, that was a whole lot about what they talked about was belief in yourself and not waiting to learn to be a leader. Just go ahead and dive in and toss the belief out that you're not a leader and throw in the belief that you are, and you just start navigating from right there, right? Like you have a team. Stop with the, I don't have anyone to lead. You have yourself to lead. Like you have to lead yourself before you can lead others, right? And so just show up for yourself. That's the most important person that you need to show up for, because just like we're moms, when we are pouring from an empty cup, it hurts everybody around us. It hurts our kids. It hurts our husbands. And so it's the same thing with our team. If we're pouring from an empty cup, you have nothing else to give to your team because you're not filling your own cup first. So I love you guys. Woo! This is the last call as a Sapphire team. So let's all take a picture. Brianna, I'm on my phone. So you have like a better view of everybody. It's weird now because it like makes me scroll. All I can see are like 8 people on my screen. So tell us when to smile.
Just smile because it's 2 pages. So I'm going to have to do video.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. Ready, set, go. Okay. Now let's do a fun, excited face. Okay. I'm like, okay, now pose. No, just kidding. Ready? Okay. Did you do it? I love you guys so much. Okay. All right. We're going to wake up a diamond tomorrow. All of us. Okay. Love you guys. Oh, shoot. My computer. What is?
Say we're going diamond.
We're going diamond.
Oh, you bet it. Give your mommy a big hug and kiss, okay?
Hey, you all, don't forget to check your all boxes. See if you have the gold ticket. Remember, you get in your reset boxes, you get a gold. If there, what was it, 200 gold tickets, and you get $100 at the my Plexus print. So,
oh my gosh, if someone has a gold ticket on our team, I'm gonna scream. That is so exciting. Willy Wonka all over. All right, I love you guys. Thanks for hopping on tonight.
Bye.